Yeah, my first couple of years in triathlon, when I sort of started and realised I wasn't so crash hot at it, I made a bit of a list of the girls that were doing well at it, and I'd study them and their races and their splits. We had Gallagher was one of the top girls running around, Rina Hill. There were a few junior girls that were above me. There was Rebekah, Keat and Leanda. They were younger than me, but, they were in that top junior ranks. And I was 20, I was just out of junior, but they were the sorts of girls that I was, sort of chasing. So I did make a list of those girls, and I knew their names and what they were about well before they knew about me. I remember I raced Mooloolaba one year, and I had been training hard and working on bringing my bike and my run split down. And I was in the elite race, and I remember getting out of the swim really, really well, and my biking had improved a lot, and I thought, well, I'm just going to go for it here. But I remember Gallagher was in the race, and she got out behind me off the bike, and I thought, oh, well, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to get off the bike, and I'm just going to run as hard as I can and stay in front as long as I can. And I literally only stayed in front of her for probably 2 minutes of the run, of the 10-kilometre run. And when she ran past me, she said to me, "Who do you think you are?" And it's funny because Jackie and I ended up the best of friends and travelled the world together, and bless her, I mean, I really miss her. But it was like, I thought to myself, well, who are you that I can't be, doing what you're doing? So, yeah, I distinctly remember that race. It showed me the way I wanted to race. I wanted to be a swim biker off the front. I thought that really appealed to me. It was a real race from when the gun went. I liked trying to see how big a gap I could get on those girls, because we had a lot of runners in that generation. And I'd worked out the maths that if I had about 2.5 to 3.5 minutes, that I was a fair chance of going top 3. So that was the race that proved to me that that's the way I should race. And I went back with that in my training and with my coach, and that's how we did it, yeah. My first big win, like an international, that really put me, with my confidence too, really put me on the map, was the Goodwill Games in '98 in New York. And I had been training well with my coach, Brett Sutton, and Emma Carney was part of that group as well. So I'd been chasing her around on the bike and run and knew I was going pretty well. But at that time, we had Emma, Jackie and McKeely all ahead of me, and they got the 3 starting spots. So I really hounded to get the wild card. They were giving out a couple of wild cards. So yeah, when I got the nod to race there, I knew that I wanted to do something with that. And there was another swimmer from the USA in that field, Barb Lindquist, at the time. And, we made the race plan to swim and bike and just go on the run. And winning that, I don't think the girls actually made too much ground on me in the run. So it also gave me the confidence for my run from that point onwards. But it was definitely a breakthrough race. And no one was there to watch me either. Sad. I remember AJ was there. Yeah. It made me believe too that, I was chasing world number 1. I wanted to be that world number 1. I wanted to win a world championship. It made me believe more in the training that I was doing. And, I was certainly not the most talented athlete out there, but it just, my headspace was really quite strong on race day, and I knew that. And I was racing a lot of talented girls, so I also knew that I had to train myself to race alone. So from that point onwards, I had a lot of confidence to just go after the races and not worry about what was happening behind me. And I seemed to grow every race I did from there.